Hello, everyone. Now, this is our next session where we talk about the biggest time wasters. When we talk about daily success habits and trying to improve your productivity, we also have to identify that what is wasting our time. All right. So this session is all about that. So here is a simple format, simple framework where you can just identify that how much time you're spending on these activities. These are the activities which everyone, all of us are doing, somehow. So let's start with your health routine. In the morning, in the nighttime, what is your time you are giving to yourself in terms of your health, physical health. So just jot down, how many minutes or how many hours you are giving to that particular activity. All right. So that's the number one thing. Then the second thing is your work routine, how much time you spend commuting. Let's say you are going to office, coming back, how much time you spend on that. Then you have to think about other things, that how many hours, how many minutes you are giving to your email correspondence. You're checking out emails and replying to that. It can be your professional emails, or it can be your personal Gmail or Yahoo emails, which might not even matter. All right. So then you can identify that how much time you're working on actual projects. Sometimes we work too less on our actual projects and work too much on other things which are just waste of time, which don't matter at all. How much time you spend on networking and just doing other mundane jobs, cleaning, routine jobs, stuff like that. And other things like even checking out your social media, stuff like that. So just jot down that this is a simple exercise, and this will help you that you can just simply identify your biggest time wasters. If you're spending too much time on one or two things, that means you're wasting your time on that. All right. So then comes your life necessities like cooking, for example. Many of you might be cooking, even eating. Are you spending too much time on eating? Sometimes we spend, hours, sitting at the lunch table or dinner desk. Sometimes, in the office also, we have seen people that who spend, more than 1 hour, during lunch, just sitting and eating. So are you spending too much of time? Are you doing mindful eating? Are you just speaking and talking all the time, talking about unnecessary things while eating? This is a big statement I'm making here. So whenever you're eating, be mindful of that. Don't talk about news and negativities and negative news. This is corona, or any other diseases or any other disasters or things like that. Don't talk about that during eating, because your mind is consuming, your body is consuming something, and don't feed it with all these things which are not good for you, right? So just take care of that. Then just identify that how much time you spend with your friends, how much time you spend during maybe the other activities. There are some other good activities like meditation or quality time with your family, with your partner, with your spouse. How much time you're spending on your personal development, or whether you are not doing any personal development at all. So if it is zero or two less, that means you are not spending time on your personal development. Remember that the biggest return on investment is from personal development. You are your biggest asset. Your mind is your biggest asset. So the more you develop yourself, the better returns you will get. No other kind of investment, no other asset class will give you that kind of return, right? So if you acquire new skills, let's say you decide to acquire new skills at a specific time, and you just think about that, maybe in future that will give you more returns. It will help your career, and it will help your business growth, your career, and you can achieve more with that skill. Are you giving enough time to that? Just figure that out. Just put your things there so that you will later analyze. You have to analyze this, that how much time you're spending on unnecessary things, and whether you are spending your time on your personal development or the other related things or not. Even reading, how much time you spend on reading every week, every day. I make sure that I spend at least 15-20 minutes, every day. And I'm reading, at least one or two books every month. This kind of goal you can also set for yourself. Then other things, for example, are you doing some volunteering? Are you giving something to your community, to people who actually might be needing your support, people who might not have that kind of privileges or that kind of resources you have been blessed with. So are you doing something in order to support those underprivileged communities or not? Are you doing that kind of volunteering? If not, maybe you can just start doing that. How much time you are just doing nothing, or you are just feeling tired, or going for shopping and not doing much, just randomly, just fiddling around and just doing some window shopping stuff like that. Maybe sometime it helps, but not all the time. So that you can just identify here. How much time you are spending on social media, scrolling through WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube all the time without watching any educational content, without consuming any learning content, just like that, watching some stupid things, maybe which don't help in your life at all, or maybe they distract you a lot. So just identify these time wasters, and that will help you identify the right things that you need to do, that you need to spend more time upon, and improvise your productivity. All right, so that's about this session. We will now move on to the next session. Thank you.